back with inflation, stock market drops, and budget cuts. The workplace atmosphere can be a tough one, but that doesn't mean you can't ask for perks that will bring your work-life balance so that your job can work for your life.
You can ask for the perks, but will they answer? Or how will they answer? Dr. Angela Jackson is the author of the brand new book, Win-Win Workplace, joins us now to show us how you can get what you need at work. And it's a tough environment nowadays, let's admit. Thank you, and welcome to the show, by the way.
And thank you for having me, and you're right, it is a tough environment. If anyone's watching the headlines, they're seeing mass layoffs. Overnight, people are losing their jobs unexpectedly. And this is why I wrote this book, because actually when we hear lots of headlines about employers who are not investing in their employees, this book shows case studies of the companies that are actually investing in their workers. And not only they're doing those investments, they're showing a correlation to financial lift. So more sales, more profits by making those investments.
What's a surprising company that you would say that would be a surprise to us that is investing in its workers?
Well, there's a couple of them. We're here in New York City. People probably saw the billboards with Spotify. They had the big billboard, and it said, in a sense, we let our employees work remotely because we hire adults, right? And not only do they do that, but they also invest in training. They have flexible work schedules. And then they're getting and attracting workers because of their passion. They're passionate about music. And so the employers I put in the book, they have case studies on how they're connecting with their values and cultures to their employees and how they're investing in them and how it's improving their bottom line.
Fantastic.
Okay, let's talk about how you can ask for a perk or something at your job right now during a hard time. What would be the best way you say to navigate that?
Yeah, like she wants green M&Ms. So,
I haven't gotten them.
And that's better than foosball, right? And so what I write about in the book, in the Win-Win Workplace, is that first you need to understand what matters most to each of your employees. For too long, people have had one-size-fits-all perks. And some people might not want a 401k match. They might need an emergency fund today because life happens. And so what we're seeing now with employees, first I'd say, go get this book. Look and see what your employer's peers are doing and how they're investing. And I'd say, go in and have a conversation with your manager. And the way you do it is say, I read about this. I'm curious. Do we offer, hybrid work? Do we offer an emergency fund in case life happens? And we're hearing more and more employees who ask. It's at least raising it to the attention of their hiring managers and leadership. And also, it becomes a way that you get to decide who you want to work for. I always say you get to decide who you want to make rich, right? And so vote with your feet and go to those employers who are offering more of these benefits that are centered on your lived realities.
And do you try to turn it around so that they believe by you offering me my green M&Ms, it will benefit you and the bottom line? How do you have that conversation?
So the big thing is when we think about offering you your green M&Ms, what's most important to you might matter more than if someone's bought you a free lunch or if they give you another perk. And so what we've been seeing with these employees is that, one, they've actually acknowledged that, and they know that if they can offer something that's truly meaningful to that person, that has more value than any 10 perks that they can offer.
So what type of language do you suggest we use with our employer to make them more comfortable that, hey, we're both receiving something here?
Yeah, so the big one is, and it's chock full in the book, of actual data. How employers are implementing these practices like training, reimagining benefits, or thinking more about distributed leadership. And it shows how other companies, their profits are going up, their share price, their productivity, their sales. So go in with your data. And I'd say, too, go in with curiosity. A lot of times if you go in and say, I want X, that's going to get you shut down for the door. But if you go in and say, I'm curious about our benefits. I'm thinking about caregiving now, and we're living in this sandwich generation. A lot of New Yorkers, they're caring for kids, they're caring for their elderly parents. Go in and say, and you have to be transparent. That's a big thing. This is a challenge I'm dealing with. Is there a benefit that you can offer me? It might not be one today, but if more and more people start asking for that, it begins to put it on their radar and continue to ask for it. And if you can't get it, think about going somewhere else.
All right, appreciate it. Dr. Angela Jackson, are you looking
so
now for a job all of a sudden?
That just resonated with me.
It did.
Little nugget just stuck there.
And you can check out the book, of course, The Win-Win Workplace, with more advice like that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's send things over to Chris with a look at our forecast.
Chris asked for some Dom Perignon and some caviar in his rider
still waiting
for this
we
job.
just asked for sunny days.
I got the heave-ho, as they say. But yeah, we're looking at just some high clouds out there right now. We're going to see more clouds as we get deeper into the night. Another nice day, but it was considered